Hey there, welcome to the channel. My name is James, and here at 20th and 21st Movies, we are about all things cinema. All right, it's the first day of August. We have July is in the books. The July Barnes & Noble 50% off Criterion Collection sale is over for another year, and it is just past that midpoint of the year, just past the middle of the year, and it's a great time to take account of, all right, here's the Criterion titles that I've watched so far this year, and to put together a list of my top 5 Criterion Collection releases of the year so far. So these are my top 5 favorite Criterion Collection releases of 2023 so far, now that we're just past the midpoint of the year, just past the July 50% off Barnes & Noble sale. So got a couple of quick caveats before I get into this list. I'm doing my top 5 personal favorite films. So these are my personal favorites. So I have not seen every release from the Criterion Collection that's come out in 2023 so far. There are some I have not seen, including this one right here from Mia Hansen-Løve, Bergman Island, spy number 1170 in the Criterion Collection. I have not seen this one yet, so this is not on my list, but I do plan to see this week. And who knows, that might end up factoring in my eventual top 10 at the end of the year. So want to give that caveat. I have not seen everything from Criterion so far. I have seen a lot of Criterion Collection editions so far this year, but not everything. The other caveat is in these lists, I typically do not include box sets. So for example, the Renowned Western set, that 4K, almost at 5K, that 5-film 4K set, which is phenomenal, by the way. I picked that up during the July Barnes & Noble sale. I'm not including that in my top 5 because it's a box set of multiple films. So I'm really talking about single film edition releases from Criterion. Those are the titles that I'm including in my top 5 of 2023 so far. So with that out of the way, let's not waste any further time. I'm going to go through my top 5. I have some honorable mentions. Last year around this time, I did a top 7 Criterion Collection releases of the year so far. This year, I'm doing a top 5, but I do have 3 honorable mentions. So if you want to, gather from that a potential top 7, feel free to do so. But let's go ahead and get started with my honorable mentions. So first honorable mention is a film by Celine Sciamma. Wonderful film. This is the director of Portrait of a Lady on Fire. And this is another wonderful film from this director called Petite Maman. Petite Maman is a wonderful, wonderful edition. It's by 1181. It's my first honorable mention. Really nice. It also includes a full feature-length animated film called My Life as a Zucchini as one of the supplements. And that alone makes it absolutely worth picking up, especially on a 50% off sale. Chilly Scenes of Winter by Joan Micklin Silver. This was a really good film. It took me a while to get into it, but once I did, I really enjoyed this movie. It's a fantastic film about love, unrequited love, about obsession and unhealthy relationships, and all of that wrapped up in a very fascinating tale starring John Hurd and Mary Beth Hurt. Spy number 1176 in the Criterion Collection is a film from 1979 from Joan Micklin Silver. Really good supplements too. Really, really good supplements. My third honorable mention is the last title that came out from Criterion in the month of July during the 50% off sale. And it is a film from the wonderful director Carl Franklin, who gave us Devil in the Blue Dress, which came out on Criterion last year. This year, Criterion released on 4K Ultra HD One False Move. This is the 1992 film starring Bill Paxton, Cinda Williams, Billy Bob Thornton, and Michael Beach. Really, really nice film. I enjoyed watching this for the first time when I picked it up, actually last week, I believe. The last week of the sale. It's Spine 1187 in the Criterion Collection. It's from 1992. It runs at 105 minutes, and it is my third honorable mention on this list. All right, so we got these 3 honorable mentions: Petite Maman, Chilly Scenes of Winter, and One False Move. Honorable mentions. Who knows? When I do a top 10, maybe they will make their way in that top 10. Not sure, but we will see. But now it is time to get to my top 5 favorite Criterion Collection releases of the year so far for 2023. Starting with number 5, And that is on 4K Ultra HD, the Martin Scorsese film After Hours. This is a 1985 film from Martin Scorsese starring Griffin Dunne, who was one of the producers of Chilly Scenes of Winter, the Joan Micklin Silver film. He starred in this film After Hours, as well as in American Werewolf in London and several other films. But he's the lead actor in this film After Hours, and it is a really neat, different type of Martin Scorsese film. It's this guy getting off work, a regular office worker, and he's about to embark on the worst night of his life. He meets a woman at a bar, and one thing leads to another, and he is on a zany ride overnight in the After Hours. Really, really good film. I enjoyed this. It looks nice on 4K Ultra HD. I love the colors of this case, but this is my number 5 favorite release of the year so far from Criterion, After Hours, the 1985 Martin Scorsese film on 4K Ultra HD. All right, my number 4 film is a film from Peter Bogdanovich. It is Spine 1179 in the collection, and it is Targets. This film stars Boris Karloff in his final role. By the way, I did a review of After Hours on this channel, so definitely check it out. In fact, I've reviewed all of these on my channel, so definitely check out the reviews of these titles, including Targets, which is a 1968 film from Peter Bogdanovich. This film really surprised me on a number of different levels. I really love the story. It's a story of, it's sort of like art imitating life. You know, you have Boris Karloff playing an aging horror film star. Of course, he was a horror film star in real life, and he's encountering this assassin, so to speak, or this man who would go on a serial killing spree. And it's really fascinating how these stories come together. And it's just a really good movie. It's called Targets, and I really enjoyed this. This film looks really nice. It's the benefit of a new 4K digital master. So definitely check out Targets. Number 3 for me is the Joseph Losey film, The Servant. This is a really fascinating film, folks. That's about the power dynamics, the changing power dynamics between a Londoner who owns a townhome, a rich Londoner who owns a townhome, and his manservant or his butler or what have you. It stars Dirk Bogarde, Sarah Miles, Wendy Craig, and James Fox. And it is from 1963. It's in Blu-ray, 115 minutes. It's spine 1182 in the collection, and it is The Servant. Excellent title. Down to my top 2. My number 2 favorite Criterion Collection release of 2023 so far, as of August the 1st, is Inland Empire, David Lynch's Inland Empire on Blu-ray. This is spine number 1175 in the Criterion Collection. It is 180 minutes, a full 3 hours. It is a long movie. It is a surreal movie. It is probably his most surreal film. I mean, it takes the surrealness of Mulholland Drive to the next level. So if you're not into that type of a movie, if you're not a big Lynch person, this may not be for you. But if you are interested in exploring that type of a film, this is a really satisfying film. Stars Laura Dern as a woman, a Hollywood actress who is about to get a role, and she goes on a very surreal psychedelic journey, so to speak. And that's about all I'll say about it. It's very satisfying. It is the type of film you want to continue to analyze and try to figure out in your head, and you will never get to a satisfying conclusion of what is going on. And that's part of the magic of a film like Inland Empire. If you're interested in a film like that, that has mysteries and that element of surrealness to it, this is a really good film to consider. It's a 2-disc edition, wonderful special features. You do have a fair amount of Lynch here in the supplements talking about this film and what went into making it. So very much worth checking out Inland Empire if you're open to this type of a journey. Spine 1175. All right, my top favorite release of the year from Criterion so far in 2023 is a 4K Ultra HD release of a Ridley Scott film starring Susan Sarandon and Gina Davis, and it is Thelma and Louise. This is the 1991 film from Ridley Scott, and this is my favorite release of the year so far from Criterion. One of my top favorite releases of the year, period, in physical media. This is one of the best looking 4K Ultra HD discs of the year. It is absolutely beautiful. The outside road trip, nature, the southwestern landscapes. It is just absolutely beautifully rendered. And the production and art design of this film is second to none. And this 4K Ultra HD disc just absolutely takes advantage of that beautiful cinematography of this film. The story is strong, the acting is strong, the cinematography is strong. It looks amazing on this 4K Ultra HD disc. This is a great Digipack edition from Criterion. So as you see, it's a Digipack edition, and it is one heck of a package from Criterion. You see the car, the inside here. This is a strong edition from Criterion. I cannot say enough about it. The supplements are fantastic. The 4K Ultra HD disc with Dolby Vision is one of the best looking discs that you will see of a catalog title. It is a phenomenal film, and I cannot say enough good things about it. And it is the reason why it is my top favorite Criterion Collection release of 2023 so far as of August the 1st, Thelma and Louise from Criterion, the 1991 Ridley Scott film on 4K Ultra HD, spine 1180 in the Criterion Collection. So there you have it. These are my top 5 favorite Criterion Collection releases of the year so far. Let me know in the comments section below, what are your favorites from Criterion so far this year? What are the additions that you've been enjoying the most? And what are you looking forward to seeing the remainder of the year? On that note, let's take a quick look at the Criterion Collection site and let's see what is coming out. There's about 6 titles that I'm super excited about that are coming out in the remainder of the year. So I will do a quick record of my phone and we will go to the Criterion site. Here you see Janet's Contemporaries. Go to the Coming Soon section and let's see what's coming out. So I will do a quick scroll down. And Dreams from Akira Kurosawa, I plan to pick up that 4K Ultra HD. So really excited about that as my dog is making noise in the background. The Trial, the 4K Ultra HD of the Orson Welles film, is what I'm looking forward to, as well as La Bamba, Moon Age Dream here, starring David Bowie. And then as I scroll further, as we get into, we see the Janet's Contemporaries there. We scroll further into the end of October, where we have have Nanny on Blu-ray and the others on 4K Ultra HD. So those are some titles that I'm really looking forward to checking out for the remainder of the year. But as of now, those are my top 5 Criterion Collection releases of the year. Let me know what your favorites are so far in the comment section below. Hope you have an awesome day. And as always, thanks for watching. And we'll look forward to seeing you next time at the movies. Peace.